What's up, guys? Today we're going to be pulling the transmission from the shit horse apart. If you saw that last video where we pulled the transmission out, there it is.
It's in the Trans-Canada
can. And we're going to pull it apart and see what we can find in there. Gun does stink. I got it from a guy who stinks, so. Now this is a custom tool.
a slide hammer.
Well, not the slide hammer, but this thing here, this washer, bolt with the washer on it. There's two holes on here that are threaded. So you put this in there, and then you just... Sometimes you need to go to one side to the other, especially if the transmission hasn't been apart, you know, in 10 years, but since this one's been apart every 5 seconds, we don't have to worry about that. All right, here's the pump. Okay, so now we got to take out these clutches. We got the band here. That comes out next. So to work it out.
See any,
band looks really good.
see any metallic pieces?
All right, so the next part is, well, so this is the,
It's working.
this is the intermediate. Let's just pull this up. So this is the direct drum here. This is the intermediate sprag. And it's a one-way clutch. I can't turn it this way, like it locks, but this way it goes. So it feels like it's doing its job. I'll have to pull that two apart too. And then the next thing is this gear inside, which I thought this might be what was wrong, and so far that's looking okay. I'm going back again to, if there is something wrong, it could be those lugs on the inside of the case, which I don't know why they would keep breaking.
Yeah, but you can't see the ring. There's some lugs.
Oh yeah, okay, well can you just let me take the sun gear out and then we'll be able to see everything without just trying to look in there.
Just wanted to give a preliminary
Sneak peek. So basically you're like, if you were a surgeon, you would just poke a little hole in the guy and then try looking in there before you sort of know what's going on. I don't really know all the exact names for all these parts, but alright, so then no, that's all good, huh?
See? Wasn't those 2-1 shifts?
Maybe it's the, maybe it could be the converter that's no good. But we'll take the rest apart. There's also another gear set down below, but I'm happy to see that these lugs in here aren't broken. I mean, at the end of the day, it's not a big deal to take this transmission apart.
Yearly physical.
Transmission maintenance. There's also another race right here, one-way clutch type race. The only thing we haven't taken apart is those two drums, the direct and the intermediate. You want to lift up on this?
It's got to be apart.
And then, yeah, well, there has to be out of park because there's
Out of
a
park.
parking pole in. Okay, so then
Peter said to Paul.
take these off. Take those. And there's the gear set. It's in here, right there. So far, everything looks good in here, which is good. There's one more steel down in there, and then there's just the piston for reverse. But all these lugs that broke last time, they're all good, which is good. So far, everything in here is looking okay. I'm not seeing anything broken. Here, come take this off. Just lift this drum off. And let's see if anything falls apart. Flip it over. No, oh, that looks good too. I mean, we have that torque converter, that one torque converter, but the mounting points aren't right on it or whatever. But then I also have the torque converter that I took out of the Nova, which is an aftermarket, you know, decent torque converter. So we might end up having to throw that one in if we don't see anything else here. But we're gonna do a little more inspection and then see what happens. I ended up putting that part back together because everything looked good in there. We got the direct drum and the intermediate sprag. Though it seems fine or feels fine, just make sure nothing's broken in there, because it is possible, and then, you know, maybe just hand torque isn't enough to make it slip. Obviously it drives, right? So these have a tendency to crack, and they sell hardened ones of the race. And then you can get a sprag that has more of these in there to make it stronger. So this actually just comes off like this, and it's like that, but everything looks good in there. There's nothing broken. So it's starting to look more like it's the converter than the transmission, I guess. At the end of the day, I mean, to change the converter, we'd have to pull the trans anyways, and to take it apart, I kind of wanted to do it in the spring anyways, just to see if everything was good. But the way Clayton abuses this thing, you know, downshifting it to first at 100 miles an hour or whatever he does. Okay, now we got her. All right, and then on the other side of this, we got the clutches. Might as well take a peek at those while it's apart. Doing. Right out of the box. Oh, that's all good. Like I said, anything like a bad clutches and not, the transmission would slip, right? It's not slipping.
Well, I don't know. Kind of does.
Yeah, but not just when you're driving normally. Like, you know what I mean?
I don't know. I found it.
I know, but that might be because whatever it is that's mechanically wrong is slipping, right? Like I said, everything in here looks good, so I guess we're leaning towards it being the converter then. That, or I'm crazy and it's the turbo one. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Well, you say you can test the pump to boot? Or no?
Not. I'm just going to inspect the pump, not, you know what I mean? Like,
if the pump failed, wouldn't we see like a lot of metallic in the transmission?
If the pump, well, this is broken, but I don't think that would do anything. This ring is broken, but there should be a little locker, or no, maybe it's there. I think it just popped off. Never mind. Okay, that's fine. You know, there's gears inside the pump, right? But if the gear broke, just like remember it broke before, then the pump doesn't work, and then the transmission doesn't work. So it's definitely not that. So now, like I said, I'm saying that must be something in the converter.
Oh, now you're on team converter.
I guess, yeah. Never said I was right about anything ever.
I don't know till you know.
But like I said, doesn't matter. Nice to pull the trans part, give it a inspection, see what we can see in there. I mean, it definitely sounded like something's broken inside, and if it's not in the transmission, and like Clayton said, it's kind of hard to know if it's broken in the converter, because without cutting it in half, how do you know, right? I mean, we can drain it and try shaking it and spinning it and seeing if we can hear noises, but
I've got that little scope, but I don't think you can get in there.
Oh, your
what's it called?
The thing that can look inside things. What do they call that thing? Put in the comments below, what's that thing called? It's like a little camera that...
Oscilloscope? No.
Stethoscope. Scope. Something. Put all the drums back in and everything. We took the pump apart just to take a look. We don't really see anything. The gears all look good. I kind of figured, well, the pump should be good. But then I thought, you know what? Let's take it apart and see maybe one of the gears is cracked or it's broken but it's still in place or something. Who knows, right? A tooth's missing. But so far everything looks good. And Clayton's curiously looking at
There's a triangle here.
things, yeah.
What's that represent?
I don't know, because I don't think clocking it really matters. I mean, you could line it up with that.
To what though?
To
the dot?
Dot, maybe, yeah. But I don't know if that makes a difference or not. It's a small gear turning
Plus
on
they
a big,
don't. Yeah, they don't turn at the same rate.
yeah, so it would get out of whack anyways right away. Yeah, so all that looks good. I did find one little shard of metal in there, but that could be anything. So what we're gonna do is we'll put the pump back in, we'll pull it out of the can, and then we'll pull the pan off so that we can take a look inside the pan for pieces or whatever, right? Like there might be something in there that's that we don't want in there. Maybe a part of the converter or something. So that's what we're gonna do. Okay, so then we just drop in the pump. Like so. And you just make sure it still spins. If it doesn't spin, then you fucked up. No, I usually just, I mean, you can just do it like that. Usually when I tighten these, because you don't want to over tighten them because you're just tightening it into an aluminum case. So I always just use this to, you know, give them a snug, and then that's good. Got it up on the bench. We're just gonna pull the pan, take a look-see in there. I'm not anticipating seeing anything wrong with the valve body, more if there's any shavings or chunk of anything.
Yeah, I'm interested too.
Well, that's kind of typical. Though this looks like
Clutch?
copper, almost, pieces. I'm not really seeing anything in here. You know, I was wondering if maybe we'd see a big chunk of metal, or we can pull that filter off and take a peek at it. Actually, the filter is pretty clean. Like there is a little bit of like copper pieces, it looks like. I mean, I guess that could be from inside the converter. I don't know.
Aren't the fins brazed, or are they welded, or what are they?
Oh, they say furnace brazed or something, whatever that is. I don't know this terminologies. Transmission diagnosis, it checks out. We did a biopsy on it, or whatever, and it looks good to me. Are you making a separate video working on transmissions, or?
You started one already?
Well,
They took it apart and put it back together.
yeah.
Oh.
So yes, we did, but I guess you can just
This
merge
clip
these.
will just, this is when Mike arrived.
You can merge them together. Yes.
It's a little late, I was tired, you know. Editing these videos, guys, I'm up till like 8 in the morning every day during the week. So, you know, takes a while. But at least these guys got it. You'll see what I'm gonna do if I don't die of heat stroke before that. Yeah.
All right, guys, so we are heading to Pete's with the transmission, which is in the back behind Randy, if you can see it back there. And we're gonna get it back in the shit horse and get it going. Maybe Randy will take her for a pass tonight,
Ditch reveal.
and maybe he will put the transmission in all by himself while the rest of us have some drinks.
Possibly. Unlikely.
Probably not, but you never know. Maybe he'll have a drink out of a muffler. That might happen. But
That might happen.
watch that motion Mike has there. He used to do this for a living.
Mike used to be a world-class curler.
Extra money? No, he used to be a world-class window washer guy who stood on the curb and got quarters for washing windows.
And then he tried curler.
Then he tried curling. I don't have any change, sorry.
Very hard.
What's the reason?
What do you think the reason was?
Videoing.
So I don't get my shirt dirty.
Are you blowing oil on, Mike?
No. Is it a big
He's
deal to open
blowing
this?
something.
Little dust.
It's just dust.
Yeah, the whole truck's covered. Is it a big deal?
All right, so we're at Pete's mansion house.
Pete's Palace.
Yeah.
And the Pete's Pleasure Palace. Pete's Pleasure Palace. And we're gonna put the transmission back
I can
in.
help you.
We got a PTC for it?
What's that? Yeah, you need a big neon sign on the roof.
Pete,
Don't break
Pete,
yourself off.
how do you
Yeah, I'll
pronounce
need
it?
your help.
Don't hurt yourself, Randy. Don't drop it either.
How do you
Sharp in a
pronounce
lot of
that?
places.
PTC Radio versus the world.
Randy, right there.
No,
Transmission.
don't put it on there.
Or as you like,
Will it?
Randy,
Will it stay on there? Yeah.
Hey, you like trannies. That good? Like stable with them? Yeah, Randy. Jack the carpet with that shit.
So we got the car up on the hoist, I chased Clayton around with a dead dragonfly. I should have videoed that. All right, so now we got, this is the converter we're putting in. It is the old converter out of my car, and hopefully it's gonna work.
Real spinner.
I mean, it worked in my car, 970s.
Went 9.
Well, with the nitrous, yeah, but with the turbo, it went 970. So
Oh yeah, let's stick it up.
stick her in there.
That seal greased up. Is the shaft already?
There should be oil, like that should be full of oil still,
Is that for this?
or something. I never drained it, I don't think.
It's dry.
Oh, is it? Oh.
Put some liquor on there.
Put a little bit of Doc. Yeah.
Oh, you guys brought it? I was gonna say. I think this
Ow! Should we let you guys put this converter in after the last one that you guys hit with a hammer and?
This one might need that. Looking at it.
Oh.
Just about to say. Because
No, you
just
gotta
pulled it
push.
back
You
out.
don't want to pull it out.
Don't
Pull out.
Could be
pull
messed
out,
up
Clayton.
from
Just
previous.
put it
I'll
back
just
in.
pull out. I don't.
Did you check this size? That's,
No,
I mean,
well,
it should be standard, right?
it was just on a 5.3.
Yeah, but it's weird, right?
Crank
It's
is a
kinda-
crank is
It's
a crank.
fine.
It's undercut.
Every
don't
crank is the same.
There's one.
No, it
No.
isn't one.
That wasn't one?
No.
No, we're not
He's
in.
got like 3 clicks to go.
One.
Do you want me to do it?
It's all too
I
familiar.
think this converter's fine.
It's warmer though.
Hey, want me back in there, P? Oh, you just pulled it.
Yeah, because it was not going, so you have to.
That's exactly what I had.
Yeah, I know, but it is strange. There's no.
Okay, I better get back in.
I was saying because of the other bad converters we've had on here, it's possible
No.
that the splines
Well,
maybe are
I mean, it
a little
shouldn't.
messed up. Because the converters are messed up.
I took a look at that when we had
That
the
is-
pump apart.
It is strange. Usually they click in a lot,
No, it depends. I
But-
can.
but it hasn't.
Pete, which drawer has the largest hammer?
No, we don't use a hammer, Randy.
What else do you use?
Just nothing. We just get it to go in. That's all. If you got to use a hammer, you're doing something wrong. Mike and Clayton.
Well, we got it to fit.
Do I have to take
I
over?
was-
Fuck, it's gonna slide
I
out.
was chasing that stall. Yeah, is it turning? Let's rearrange. I can't see where the block is.
Doesn't this thing squeeze in?
We covered that in an earlier montage.
Here, take over, cameraman. I'll take it.
Over again?
I don't know why.
I can't believe Rob trusts me with this.
What sort of converter is this?
I don't know. It is strange.
Fuck me.
There, now it went.
Just like that. That's how it's done, boys.
Well, you put that thing in and out 1,000 times.
Yeah.
You're pretty intimate with that.
Yeah, no
converter.
hammers needed. We just went in like it's supposed to go in.
What's that?
You still got one more click. to
No,
go.
it's in all the way. You can tell
We'll have to measure it.
how far in it
Get
is.
the hammer out. We gotta check with the hammer.
No, we don't need a hammer.
If it bounces back
If it
up.
bounces back out, then we know it's not right. It's a pretty nice place to work on a fucking car, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, the tHorse is being treated.
No, don't worry about that. We don't need that.
Why not?
Because that's the stick. We just need the tube. I pushed that there to get it out of the way.
As we go up,
We'll put that in after.
we'll use that as an alignment.
Oh my God. Really? I don't remember where I put the stick. Did I put it here? The tube, I mean? See, now you got me all messed up. I mean, there's already silicone on it, as you can see.
Wow.
But we need to put some fresh silicone on here.
That's some right stuff.
You mean like Teflon tape?
No, silicone here.
Ready, not fucking
Clean the
Teflon.
silicone off there.
Razor that?
And then, yeah, lick it, bite it, whatever.
Bop it.
Bop it, twist it.
Twist it.
Eat it.
Pop it.
What is this? Showing your true colors.
It's a BBC.
Well, it's a BC, but I wouldn't call it a BBC.
LBC.
I would call it a SBC
SBC.
Small block.
and not a small block.
It's not, yeah, it's small block Chevy.
But it does start with small.
All right, so
right.
it's already up in there.
We're getting her in there.
These guys were quick, wasting
The
time.
tube's almost
No, you're
against the
good.
tunnel.
Oh, okay. Well, we got to get past the starter, kind of. So. Oh, you're good. Yeah, I was gonna say, put that light a little more into.
I can't see it anymore.
Okay, go.
I can.
Go ahead.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, it's good. Because as soon as we get past the starter, we can go in more. Like that.
Isn't life easier when you have a base like this?
Okay.
Like Clayton, Rob, why didn't you guys have this?
Well, my garage isn't big enough.
It's jammed against something.
Sure it is.
Clayton's, no, it's not. Clayton's just.
You can get a shorter one.
He can't afford it, he says.
And you can also put
How
cutouts in
hard
the
I'm
ceiling.
supposed to push.
Okay, go again.
Push
Is it-
hard.
Is it
Like you're
feel like it's hitting something?
Yeah.
It's definitely hitting something.
But besides, Rob, your garage is bigger than what seems. He's got a hoist in his.
Yeah. But what's the point of having a hoist if you only lift it up 2 feet?
The converter is the same color
Okay,
as the
go
motor.
ahead.
So is this a flywheel or a flex plate?
Clay, give it a
Flex
pump.
plate. Flywheels.
I'm telling you, there's something wrong. But if it doesn't make sense because it's like loose.
It's loose.
No, it's this.
Are we
Maxed
maxed out?
Yeah. So
What?
let it down, and we're gonna have to let the car down.
Let that thing. What? Really?
Yeah.
What do you do here?
Hold on. Give it a pump.
That's
Sure.
as long as you get, Pete.
Does it look? It's not hitting
we just
anything.
lift it the
No,
rest of the
no.
way?
Well, we could, but
Randy.
we got a hoist. We don't
Work
want to do
smart,
it.
not hard.
Well, just put a shim in there. We don't have to lower the car.
I'll just lower it down, and then we'll lower the car down. It'll be easier. I was thinking it was pretty high, like the flex plate when we tested the converter, but then I was like, oh, you know, that's good though.
Because we were bending over.
This thing obviously doesn't go high.
Oh yeah, we're maxed
Yeah, I was gonna say that's as high as it goes. Keep her going. Stop.
I gotta go up a little bit.
Okay, go a little bit, maybe. There we go. Come on, we're in there. We need,
Oh yeah.
we need
It's-
bolts now.
It's in.
Dun dun dun.
Can.
You got a little.
What are you doing, Randy?
Filming.
Filming your gut.
Good.
No gut there.
Out. Ready for soccer?
Those two bolts are on, so they need to be tight.
Okay.
On that.
Randy, quit looking at my fucking gun.
I'm not. I'm just.
You're looking
it's
at my
filming.
gut fur.
I'm just filming. I'm filming both you guys. I got both in the shot.
He's in Winnipeg.
That's Pete staging his car. Come on, Boast.
He stays around for a while.
Here, Boast.
Speeds out. Wrench?
Sorry, I don't have.
Where's your converter bolts? Oh, for the lines?
For the lines too, yeah. But also I gotta do the top bolt here.
Can you, are you done, Randy?
No.
You know he's just gonna cut all this shit out anyway, so.
He can
You're
fast
just
forward
wasting the
things.
battery.
I might
These are
include
for
this
the
part
lines.
now, but
Yeah,
He
you're
might
just
include
wasting-
it.
You're just wasting
He
battery.
just said he might include it.
yeah, you shouldn't waste
can you get the
battery.
bolts, Clayton, for me?
Okay, well then here, Rob, you can turn it off.
Press the top button. All right, so we got the cross member in, the drive shaft in, Randy's head in.
Yeah, driver's side cycling.
We got the bolts in, the trans down here. The tranny cooler lines, are these tight, Mike?
Yeah.
Okay, those are tight.
Well,
So
all
all
we
we
have to
got.
come apart because the starter has to come.
No, we can just move them. They just go like this out of the way. So we're gonna have to drop the starter to do the converter bolts because the bolts that come with the converter are pretty long.
You couldn't sneak one in right here.
I tried and it wouldn't go, and same
it's
with
close,
here.
so
Yeah,
close, but-
Well, look how long these bolts are, though.
Yeah.
Which is good because then they're they go all the way through, right?
Threaded is nice.
Yeah, better to drop the starter and then we'll get it good.
Fill the threads.
So we're moving along. People are saying in the comments of the last video that one person said they were upside down, but it's impossible
Maybe they're
because
backwards.
it's because Pete said that. They're just even if we did turn them around, the grease nipple would still be in the same spot. Cause see where it is? Stupid spot for it. Hang it in that
Oh,
spot.
I left my fucking cup on the intake.
Did ya?
What's so funny?
Is it up there?
His drinks on the car?
I left my solo on the intake man.
I can't see it. Was it empty?
Well, there's a little bit left. It
Just
was
get
at a
it.
45.
Just get a new one. He's trying to retrieve the Miss Solo Cup. Oh, he got it.
You're welcome, Mike.
It's Clayton's cup, not Mike's.
Oh.
And we were hoping that Randy might fall off the
Why would I
ladder.
fall off the ladder? Live on ladders.
I don't know. Maybe you would fall off.
I could sleep on ladders, Rob.
But you could also fall off the ladder and it would be funny.
I'd fall asleep before I fell
Or
off
you
the
could
ladder.
hit Pete's car with it when you
If
put it
somehow
back.
something hit me in the head and I got knocked out, I'd just fall asleep. I'd take a nap on the ladder.
Yeah, probably, yeah. Coming down.
Are you going all the way down?
Well, not all the way off.
Starter back in?
Yeah. Just have to hook the battery up, put fluid in, and we're good to go.
Did you say hook the battery?
I said hook.
He said hook.
I think you're drunk, Randy.
You're drunk.
So, you can come off the arms or no?
You scared of ladders, Pete?
No, but I'm putting this fucker to work.
What are you doing, Randy, up there?
A little bit of grease. I put too much even.
Oh my god, too much, really?
You don't need much.
Andy, lube is always, oh yeah.
No, you don't do much.
You like that,
It
eh?
spreads out nice.
Find a hole to stick your finger in now. See how it goes in. Clay?
Don't
Maybe
cut
you
your
got
finger
some-
off.
Maybe you can push your
Are you
shit
sure
back in.
that was what was making noise?
No, I'm not assuming.
Could be like the shit horse here.
Don't fall off the ladder, Randy.
It could be the
Are you
springs.
serious? You think I'm actually gonna fall off the ladder?
You might.
It could be the
I
springs.
can't.
Hey, where's the
It'd be
dog?
impossible to.
Hold on a second. Stand by. Clayton put his hand under there and diddled something, and then it went. Alright. Checker. What? Empty?
Probably go through the gears too.
Well, we will, yeah.
Once you get it close.
Throw it in drive or low or whatever. Low, I guess. You got the hood? Let it go. Now you can check it. No leaks. We got spinning going on. Hear any noises?
No, I haven't. Fuck, I don't want to short that out.
Now, like go through the gears, first, second, third, you know? Like not super fast, but just, it's on a hoist, it's not gonna go anywhere. Go. Looks good. You might not be able to tell up on the hoist because of the shift kit. You might not feel it. I'm gonna start it up and we're gonna listen for that whirring noise that it was making before. We're gonna throw her in gear. We'll let her spin. We're gonna stop. Look at those back brakes, they suck. Like I'm holding the brakes to the floor and it's not stopping. Okay. Now let's shut her off. I can hear a little bit coming from up there, but before I could hear it in here. Hopefully that's working. Clayton's going for a little spin. See what happens.
Dish reveal.
Coming with?
No, well I can.
Camera.
Sure. Okay, so back out and I'll get in.
Go fuel pump again.
Take the weed off the front first, though.
Wiggle that shit. It's like, why do you have to wiggle it once and then?
Oh fuck yeah.
There it goes. Grab that ratchet and shit out of there.
Hey Pete, can I take this home?
We still need to change the oil on it too.
Are all my tools out?
Well, yeah, we're gonna have to. You know?
Probably not.
Yeah, he just grabbed them. Okay. For it. If it makes boost, at least 1 pound of boost, we know it's good.
I don't know which way to go back.
I would just go that way. Like I said, you just gotta go a little bit. It's not like you gotta make a full pass. Let's see if we make any boost. Sounds better already to me. Okay. Don't be scared.
Well, like I don't even know this.
Just give her a bit.
It would not build boost that turbo. Yeah, not what I was expecting. Shit, sorry. I thought I was in third. Hear that?
And just try to build boost right here. You know what I mean? Like try to, and see, because before it was going grinding noises.
Definitely sounds like it's not happy.
I don't understand that.
I mean the transmission part of it is like, I think 2 things broke there.
Maybe, but what's bad about the turbo though? I don't get it.
I feel nothing.
I don't know.
Feels great. But definitely, it's not spooling up though. And it's making an awful, like a friction-y noise on the, it's trying to do something, but it can't overcome the friction.
But see, it was like making tons of noise from here. You know what I mean?
But not now.
That doesn't sound like it.
I don't know. I think 2 things were broken. The converter and something happened to the turbo.
We don't know. I mean, it seems like the transmission was making a noise, but it also seems like the turbo's not working.
2 noises.
Yeah, it's like we got 2 noises going on at once.
Now we only have 1.
So now we're gonna.
Here's pieces.
So we took this off, and we're gonna see if I don't know.
Boost
Sucks.
leaks, wastegate failure, blow-off valve failure, turbo removal rebuild.
We don't know. We don't know what's going on, but
Part of the experience.
this area, you know what I mean?
When I have my elbow off, when I'm like, you know, getting it running at the start of
Yeah,
Rev it up and
I'm not really feeling it. Like I can feel suction from the throttle body, but not really air coming out the turbo area.
It's not adding extra pressure.
Yeah. But I mean, that wouldn't necessarily build boost, right?
Ridiculously fat.
Oh, it's expecting more air.
Plus the IAT's on.
Well, yeah.
Okay, also contribute. Yeah.
Put your face in the hole and blow, Mike. See what happens.
There's no knowns, known unknowns, and unknown unknowns.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, in the
Whatever
words
he's
of Donald Rumsfeld, this is an unknown unknown. Nobody knows.
We don't know what Randy's saying. But anyways,
Randy's a fucking moron.
the transmission's good, but we don't know. The turbo's not working good, or maybe Clayton just wasn't pressing the gas hard enough.
Well, it was right down.
Listen, stay tuned for the next video, and you'll find out whether he was pressing the gas hard enough or he wasn't pressing
This
the
thing's
gas
gonna
hard
get
enough.
evicted soon, so.
Oh, we can drive it away right now,
We'll
but
find out soon.
we're not going to do it today because
What?
we had a few drinks and.
It's not
But,
more,
uh,
it's George.
If this car wasn't in here, it'd just be a bunch of garbage in here anyway on the floor. Just look at all the boxes you have in here, Pete.
You're not even saying anything, Randy.
It'd be a bunch of garbage in here, is what I'm saying. It'd be a bunch of boxes.
Randy.
Anyways, stop listening to Randy. Stay tuned for the next video. We're going to find out what is wrong with the goddamn shit horse. So, like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, click that notification bell, and we'll check you later.
Oh, quit throwing
And
shit around.
shit just flew at me.
Mike,
I don't know where it went.
Monkey Mike.
Underneath the car.
Oh, God. It's a big, giant pile of crap. Broken crap.